Let me get chat set up, and then we're going to finish these paints. Okay. Oh, my iPad is at 40%. I better have that charged before I leave. Okay. Let me just, what? Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna swatch the rest of these paints. Well, the rest of the acrylic gouache. Um, let me just move this. There has been a little gnat or something flying around my desk or in the room in general for like the past 2 days, and I've been trying to get the thing, and so I created this thing so I can take a swack at it the next time I see it. And it's funny because since I created it, I haven't seen it. So, but anyway, we have 7 left to swatch. So, we have like these darker purpley reds, and then we have our purples, and then we have this one. So, I guess we'll start with these reds. I'm gonna move this out of the way. And yeah, I'll just do that. I'm on still before work, but a little bit earlier than I normally am. So we should have time to do all of them. This this paintbrush is like stained or something. It got stained with the pink. I tried to wash most of it off, but you can see it's like totally pink now. But I was watching someone swatch their is this even the same one I was swatching with? I don't think so. I think it was this one. Anyway, I was watching someone swatch theirs, and they were swatching it like directly from the tube. So I'm gonna try that and see how that works. These 3 look almost very similar. This one might be a little bit lighter than the others. But anyway, so we're gonna I'm gonna do these. It's gonna be my luck that I try to swatch this from the tube, and paint's gonna get everywhere. But we'll see. I'm just gonna put, and my brush is like damp. It's not soaked, but it's also not completely wet. I don't know if I like the swatching from the tube. It is a little bit faster, and I'm not wasting paint, but I don't know. I don't know if I like it. It's not too bad, but not my thing really. Swatching it from the tube. I'm trying to get most of this color off. So I'm gonna make some announcements about the birthday stream. It is going to be, at first I wasn't gonna do it on my birthday, but I changed my mind. It is going to be on my birthday, which is the 6th. I do believe that is a Friday. Let me just double check. Yes, that is a Friday. So, it's going to be on Friday, and I'm aiming for, no, let me not say aiming, because I said I was going to have this figured out by now. So right now, let me just look. I'm thinking I want to do 9 to 3, but I might do 8 to 2 because I'm going to be off the previous day. So I'll have time to sleep and everything and be up in the morning for that. Uh I'm aiming for 8 to 2, and I have it specified by the end of today, but 8 to 2. It may or may not go all the way till 2 o'clock, but I am aiming for a 6-hour stream. Um, and I don't know how the schedule of the stream is going to go because there are multiple things that I would like to do. So it probably won't be like a set schedule. So I did pick a page out. Where is it? For that I want to work on in mythographic. Which one did I pick it out of? Mythographic something. Where's it at? Here it is. I did pick it out of Wild Summer. And don't mind the chewed up post-it note at the top. Yuki got to my post-it notes. I am doing this page in Wild Summer, the one with the panda. This is page 21. That's the page I'm going with. You can pick any page if you are going to be coloring along. You can pick any page in any mythographic book as long as it has the color purple. It will count for, as part of the birthday color along. So I'm doing that page. My page is also going to have purple in it as well. So I'm not just making you guys do it. Hi, Buttercup. Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait. I already got a surprise package from a friend. I have not opened it yet because, well, obviously, because it's not my birthday yet. Um, and but I do know where it's from because it's on the box where it's from. So, but uh, I do have a nice package that I'm gonna open. So on Friday, if anyone sends me anything or anything like that and I open it on camera, I'm not going to say who I got it from unless I got permission to do so. So, because some people aren't comfortable with, you know, you telling the entire YouTube world that they got you something. So I won't say where it came from unless I got permission. Unless you literally tell me, yeah, go ahead and tell everybody, then I will, But other than that, I am not going to say where or who I got my gifts from. Unless it's like, family, they don't really care. But I meant like the YouTube world. I don't say where something is from unless I got permission. This color's pretty. Um, so yeah, so I'll be working on the coloring page. I know I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be painting. I want to hopefully have the painting I want to work on already on watercolor paper. If not, then I'll probably just um, do something from my sketchbook that's already drawn. We'll see. Um, and then I'm going to be unboxing. Okay, so what did I say? Coloring page from Mythographic, right? Painting, either from my sketchbook or something that I've drawn on watercolor paper. Preferably something I've drawn on watercolor paper, but we'll see if I have time to put it on watercolor paper. Um, then I'm going to be unboxing presents, of course. I'm sure you guys are going to be. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do all of my presents. I might just do the art related stuff unless you guys want to see any non art related stuff. I believe most of my stuff is going to be art related stuff because that is mainly what I asked for. Outside of my Nintendo Switch and uh, one other thing that's non art related that I got, but most of it is going to be art related. So that's not too, I'm not too worried about it. Um, and so I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be showing my Switch too, because I will already have had it. I am picking it up on Wednesday night. So I will have already had it, set it up. It'll already be set up and everything. And so I'll be showing you guys that. I'll be showing you the features. I'll probably be just playing in handheld mode because otherwise I would have to just point the camera at the TV because I don't want to, like, if I do it from my computer, then I'm not going to be at my desk and it's going to be a whole thing. So I'm probably just going to do it in handheld mode. I'll show you guys the features and then we'll play some Mario Kart. Yeah. So, that's a thing. I'm going to be doing that. And I did order some paint for myself from Jerry's Artorama. That's supposed to be here today, but uh I'm going to unbox and swatch that on Friday on the stream as well. I forgot how many I ordered. I think I ordered like 6 colors, between 6 and 8, somewhere around in there. So we'll swatch those. And I did make some more of these, so I have plenty. Um, and because I made some for my regular gouache too. So I have plenty more swatch things. Here's the ones we already swatched. So they're it's a bit chunky and kind of misshapen, but I like it. It looks kind of cool. So we'll be doing that as well. And whatever else kind of comes up while, I'm streaming. So it'll be fun. Now, I don't know if all of that will be under 6 hours or over 6 hours. I'm not sure. Um, but we'll kind of play around with the time and see where we are. We'll see if my voice can last that long. I'm going to make sure my desk has plenty of water and juice and stuff like that. Am I going into graphic design or art? Not really, not for like schooling or anything. Hey, View. Um, but I would like to turn my characters into a let me put some of this. I got this color sitting on my palette and I'm about to put it back in this tube. I'm not going to school or anything like that, but I would like to turn my characters into a graphic novel or something of the sort. I do have kind of a story for them. So I would like to do something with miso and bow if I can focus enough to do it and get the time to do it, because I do also work full time. So it is a little hard to um, get miso and bow together because I am at work, and by the time I'm done dealing with the general public, I'm ready to lose my mind. So um, I would like to, though. I am kind of working on it, just not as fast as I would like to. I would like, um, for, and not that I'm trying to rush it or anything, but I would like to get something going as far as them one of these days. So, I'm aiming for 6 hours though. We'll probably do some sketching too. I typically don't really sketch on camera, but I'm sure I could work something up. But I want to get into more gouache painting, so I'm trying to, well, acrylic gouache. I'm trying to make sure all my colors are swatched, because sometimes I just pick them up and be like, oh, this color might look good, and it doesn't look anywhere near like what I thought it was going to look like. So, you don't know anything about gaming? That's okay. Uh, a lot of the people that watch me don't know too much about gaming, because this is an art channel. So, but some of them do play. Um, if someone was to ask me like what if they wanted to get into gaming, I always tell them like try, especially like the coloring community and stuff, because I feel like they may like decorating and things like that. So I recommend games like The Sims, Animal Crossing, which is on the Switch. I always tell them like a good starter um, gaming type of thing would be the Nintendo Switch. And that's simply because they have like a lot of like variety gaming. So they have like the family games, the party games. They have like the cozy games, what we call them, which is like Animal Crossing, stuff like that. Pokemon, which is my personal favorite. Zelda is always a good one. So they have a lot of games that you can easily pick up and learn. So I always, if someone's like, oh, I just watch, or it looks interesting, but I'm not good with controllers, or whatever random reason, they haven't gotten into it. Um, and they ask me for suggestions, I always say Nintendo. Just give Nintendo a try. A lot of people are angry with Nintendo right now, but they are still my favorite. They're going to always be my favorite. Um, the business choices that they're making right now, a lot of people aren't okay with. But I have been playing Nintendo since Nintendo was a thing. So, they've gone through all kinds of ups, downs, good systems, bad systems, what were you thinking systems, and I've played all of them, and I will continue to play all of them. They're really easy to pick up and hard to put down, let me tell you. So here we have our dark reds. They all kind of look similar. This one has a bit of like pinky purple in it. This one does too, but it's a little bit more muted than this one. But compared to our light reds, wherever those are located. Oh, here. There's a difference. Yeah. So, you're a 51-year-old nurse with 4 kids going to grad school, social work. Yeah, yeah. See, and the Nintendo Switch is portable. So you can take it to work, which is what I do with my Switch. I take my Switch everywhere I go. When I leave the house, my Switch is coming with me. Um, I am going to need to order a case because the Nintendo Switch 2, which is the one that's coming out, is not going to fit into my Nintendo Switch case. So I'm going to have to order um, a case before I take this Switch out of this house. So I'm gonna need a case and a screen protector, which is what I have on the Switch that I have now. I have a screen protector, and I have a case for it when I leave the house. But um, right now, I don't have one for my new one, which is something that I'm gonna look into probably today and order it on Friday. I really should order it before Friday. I should order it today because I return back to work next Monday. So I am going to be off from work Wednesday through Sunday. So before I come back to work on Monday, I would like to have a case before I step out of this house. Because sorry guys. If I step out of this house, and with the kind of luck I have, I just don't trust leaving the house without it being in like a case or something, especially ever since we were going to work and I broke my Joy-Con getting in the car. So imagine breaking a brand new gaming system just from and that's just how my luck is, guys, unfortunately. But I just got to make sure it's protected. Case and the Joy-Cons this time around are magnetic, and supposedly they're supposed to be good magnets. So like I'm not sure for that yet because I don't have it. So I don't know how easily they come off. And I am pretty accident prone. So uh I just want to make sure before I leave the house that it's somewhat protected, with a case, a screen protector, um, you know, maybe I'll hint at my mom that that's what I want for my birthday. Mom, hint, hint. I don't think she watches my YouTube videos, but you never know. Um, it's not on my Amazon list, so I would have to like really show her how to even do that. Hi, Joan. Yeah, yeah, it's definitely portable. It's a thing. A case seems pretty important to me. I don't think the Switch is exactly it. Exactly. This thing is like five. The new one is like with Mario Kart is $500. So imagine just cracking a $500 system screen, and those things. It's fixable, but my heart would break just because. So um, I want to make sure that I don't have any issues. You get a case and a screen protector the same day I buy a new set. Yeah, and I'm like that with my cell phone too. So I don't even know why I haven't ordered a new case. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to pick because they already have like um a bunch of them out, and I'm kind of trying to decide between like this green and pink or like this blue and pinkish looking one, which is really cool, or just black. And I'm like, do I really want to go with just black? I mean, the system is black, but I'm like, I kind of want it to be, at least my case to be pretty. I don't know. I need to get on that though, but today, um, a screen protector and the case at the very least. And then once it's been out for a while, I'll get something to protect my Joy Cons and stuff like that. But I want to see first if I'm going to need it. Um, because theoretically I don't really need a um a screen protector, but um I just don't trust myself. And especially since I dropped my phone and somehow it hit the desk, and the case, luckily I had the kind of case I had on it, it was the only thing that cracked was the case. But um I was like, how did that even happen? So I always make sure I have like, cause I'm constantly dropping my phone on something or near something. Um, so I make sure that my phone is this color is very translucent. Um, I make sure that everything is protected because I'm accident prone, unfortunately. So I'm going to add a couple to my wish list and probably flip a coin, and that's how I'm going to see which one I'm going to get. You would cry with me, right? Like, imagine just, and I would probably stand there and look at it on the ground if it breaks. So, with the screen protector, at least I know that if I drop it, um, the screen protector would break, not the screen itself. So, um, that's something that I should have been. But I've been so excited, I've not even thought about it. I mean, I thought about it a little bit, and then I was like, wait a minute. I take my Switch outside, and I don't even have nothing to protect it. So it's going to stay in the house until I get something to protect it. Or toilet switch, right. Well, that's the one place I don't take it. I don't take it in the bathroom. I know a lot of people that do though. Apparently, that's a thing. People, when you go do your business, some people are there for a while and they take it with them. That's a thing. Um, but I do, like, if I'm like cooking or something like that, it goes to the kitchen with me. Something like that. So it's well protected and everything. The one I have now, and the screen protector I get is pretty good. You can't even tell really that it's one on there. Um, so I'm gonna try to find one that's by the same people who made the one that I have now. And as far as the case goes, I'm just gonna look for something pretty. um, and it's just going to be like a zipper case. I'm not gonna get a case that covers like the system itself. Um, I've not ever really been a fan of those, but but yeah, I always recommend that uh, for anyone wanting to get into games. One of my coworkers, she was telling me that she wants to get into games. She actually plays certain games. She plays like Minecraft and Fortnite, I think, and something else she was saying she plays. And she was like, she likes to decorate and stuff like that. And I told her about Animal Crossing. So, in Disney Dreamlight Valley is another good one One just came out called Fantasy Life. I played the 3DS version of that game, so I am looking to get that one, but I'm looking to get that one on my um, Steam Deck because it's going to play a little bit better on the Steam Deck. I know View was looking into getting a Switch. Um, I know that they are the original ones, the Switch Lite and the OLED Switch and the regular Switch. I do believe Walmart is about to do a price drop on them. Um, I still would recommend the OLED. It's probably going to cost you about three. If they price drop it, it's going to probably drop to about 250 or 275. It won't drop too much, but it is going to drop if you get it from Walmart. They are about to do a price drop because they always do a price drop when the new ones come out. So check your Walmarts if you're looking into getting into gaming, getting a Switch or anything like that. Now's the time because they're about to do a nice price drop. And or if you have the funds, go for the Switch too. That's the newest one. And the new Mario Kart is only on the Switch too. So if you are a racing game fan or want to get into something like that, the new one is only on the Switch too. Uh, I I like to race like with my friends and family and stuff like that. Other than that, I don't really play racing games. I have to be like playing with somebody. I don't like to play those games by myself against the computer. I like to play with like friends, family, stuff like that. Um, so if you're looking into it, now's the time. Can also wait until Black Friday, but honestly, if they price drop early, you might want to grab it before Black Friday because when Black Friday rolls around, they're probably already going to be gone just because simply the price drop they're about to do. So, uh, not that I'm enabling or anything, but you know. And they have a lot of fun co op games too. So if you're like into wanting to play with other people or, oh, this one, yeah, it dried opaque, but I had to put a bunch of it on there. It's pretty translucent. I'm sure if I didn't add any water, it will probably be a little less, it'll be more opaque. Yeah, not that I'm enabling, but I'm also enabling because it's a good, first of all, it's a good stress reliever. And that's one reason why I take my game to work because they be stressing me out, you guys. I be sitting there losing my head and I pull out my game and I'm fine. Um, that's why I was like kind of upset when, there was the whole thing of me not being able to play my game anymore. And I'm like, hold on. Like, that's the reason why I haven't cursed anybody out yet. You guys sure you want to take that from me? So, but, it's a really good stress reliever. It is. Like, I go to my games quite a bit. Believe it or not, that's my main hobby. Which is another reason why I probably am having a hard time getting it together with um, my miso and bow story too. Not just work, but I also have other hobbies. If you weren't already nailed to a position with all the reading and comfortable seating, I think. Oh yeah, big difference from phone. If you want, cause I have my regular Switch right now, so let me grab it. Now I have different controller on mine because I broke my Joy-Cons. So, that's, you know, but so here's the base unit. So I have the Nintendo Switch OLED version. So it does have an OLED screen on it, and it has a screen protector on it, so I can kind of manhandle it a little bit. But you can't even tell that there's a screen protector on here. Um, so I got this thing off of Amazon. It was pretty cheap, but this is like um, how I play in handheld when I'm at work because I broke my Joy-Cons. But that's a story within itself. So um, so this is I was looking at some news. So this is the OLED version, pretty colors, and there's we have like I play a lot of Pokemon. Well, the controller is big. The Switch itself is not this big. It's literally like you know, I wish I had my Joy-Cons, but I broke one and I put the other one away. But it's probably with the Joy-Cons, it's probably about that long. But it's not. It's very thin. It's just this thing that's big and chunky. Um it helps kind of keep my Switch protected while I'm out. I only play like this and this thing when I'm out. Um, I have my Pro controller. It's around here somewhere, and I play with that with it on the TV at home. But there's a lot of games. I play a lot of Pokemon. Okay, so you're gonna see a lot of that on my on my screen. It's mostly Pokemon, but they have okay, they did an update, so I'm having a hard time finding where my games are. Um, okay, sure. So they have other games. If you have the membership, you can download free games from the 64, the Game Boy Advance, Sega, and Super Nintendo. But they have really cool stuff. They have like the Lego games are on here if you're into that. They have farming games. Overcooked is super fun, where you have to like make meals together with someone and get the orders out on time. Um, the Uno's fun. Stardew Valley is fun. That's like a lot of the games I play is kind of like a no rush, nothing that you have to really do. It's not going to force you to do anything. There's quests and stuff like that, but it's mostly like farming at your own leisure, things like that. But there's some competitive stuff that I play too, like Pokemon Unite. There's RPG games, you name it. They have a store where you can buy games, and that's like the eShop. And we'll do a comparison um, of both of them if you guys want. But there's a store. They got all kinds of stuff. Minecraft is on here, which I'm thinking about getting. Honestly, it's been a while since I played Minecraft, and I liked building stuff and things like that. So I might go back into Minecraft. Actually, I should probably wishlist it. But and it's you can um they have like recommendations. Hello Kitty Island Adventure is a good one too. Um, they have already you can pre-order like Legends and Champions. Oh, Pokemon Champions is gonna be so fun. But I'm gonna wish list that because definitely gonna need that. This I don't know why it's not already on my wish list, but this comes out in October, so I'm gonna wish list that. But you can wish list stuff. They have like the mini version of like The Sims, which is another kind of cozy thing. And they have demos for most games where you can try them out to see if you actually even like them. Um, and this isn't all the games. This is just like their featured page. But they have like recent releases. They have stuff that's, on sale, their best sellers, the stuff that's coming soon, etc. So there's a shop where you can like buy games. And then, like I said, if you have the membership, you get really cool stuff with that too. Obviously, that lets you play online. Um, what is this nonsense? Okay. Sure. Whoa, they changed it. Okay. Um, I don't know what's going on here. Well, this is my membership page, and the membership basically allows you to uh, play online for the games that require online membership. Here we go. Okay, so if they do have like a free trial, but if it's just you, it's $50 a year. Or if it's a group of you, then it's $80 for up to 8 people. Um, there's like about 6 of us, so we do the $80 one, and we kind of just split the price. Um, which I always recommend doing, which is kind of cool because you kind of end up, doing cheaper. But they have like, they tell you the games where you need the membership for, and there's a lot of smartphone apps that go with it, and they have special offers. Tetris 99 is really fun. That one's free. You just race against a bunch, like 99 other people, and whoever like, is lasting at the end. And then they have like special things you can buy only for members. It's pretty nice. I like the membership. And then you get like little icons, which is cool, where you can spend your little coins on. Oh, I so need this. So like that's like a little icon you can use for your profile basically. I had that one. I had this one or something similar. I had like the Pikachu version of that. Um I also had this one. This was the clear Game Boy Pocket. Um I'm not sure what's the difference. What is this? I'm not sure what that one is. I don't think that's the same as this one. Um Oh no, I had this one. I remember having this one because mine was purple. But I'm gonna get it anyway. I also think I had this one at one point. I had a bunch of them, okay, guys? I was that kid. And this is the Game Boy Color. My Game Boy Color was yellow. Because I had the Pikachu one. They don't have the Pikachu one here, I see. But you can like get, the one you had, and then it seems like they have the Game Boy Advance ones. My Game Boy Advance was purple. So I'll get the purple one. Oh look, they have the SP. My best friend, my best friend in high school, he actually gave me his SP. So, because I was still playing my Advance, and the Advance didn't have like a light on it. So like, I don't remember which one of these I had. This was like the Game and Watch. I don't remember which one, so I'm just gonna pick a cool one. I'm gonna pick this one. But yeah, mine didn't have a light on it, and so he was like, why are you playing that like that? Like you can't even see. So the next day he came to school, and he was like, here. He was like, just play mine. So then I guess once he seen like I was totally addicted to it, he was like, you can just keep it. I don't ever play that thing. And I'm like, really? I'm like, I couldn't do that. And he was like, no, yeah. He was like, because that one that you're playing is not it. He basically talked about my poor little Game Boy Advance. But to be fair, at the time I didn't even know that the SP existed. So when he brought it, I was like, oh, this is cool because it like folded and everything. And yeah. But yeah, that's the Switch basically. Yuki, what are you up to? So I definitely would recommend it. Watch some YouTube videos before you buy it. Don't just go buy it. That's, you know. But um it's pretty fun though. There's a lot of options. A lot. And they're all fun. If you have kids, you can, play with them and all have the same membership and all play together on the same system. You can game share where, you buy one game and share it with the rest of the family type of thing. They just added that. So I'm not sure how that works 100%, but it's a thing. Give it a shot for anybody that's interested. I opted to keep my OLED Switch. I could have traded it in, but the last time I did that, I kind of acted a wild animal because all of my stuff was lost in the process. So, kind of like Kindle for games. Sure. Not quite, but yeah, in a way. So let that dry. I do like the way that the Holbein gouache goes down. It goes down a lot easier than the Turner. It seems like for some of the Turner colors, I have to fight a little bit. Um, it also seems to dry a lot faster. It's already mostly dry. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's a few streaks, but it's mostly dry already. You did Panda Pop? What's is that a game? So this is the 120 Pale Lavender. This is Holbein. I don't know what series it is, so give me a second. This is series A. All right, one more color. One more color. So those are the purples. I like this one. I like this one too. I just wish it was a bit more opaque. But I could go for like a more cloudy purple, kind of like this one, but like a pale version of this maybe. That would be nice. But those are the purples. Nice and purpley. All right, we got one more color. For now. Once I get my order from Jerry's, then I can swatch those. On Friday. But yeah, Friday's gonna be fun. Bring your snacks. It's probably gonna be a long one. You don't have to stay the whole time. Oh, I'm also going to do a giveaway. That's what I was forgetting. I am gonna do a giveaway. I'm thinking of just doing a Amazon gift card giveaway. Yes, I know it's my birthday, but just as a thank you for coming to hang out with me on my birthday, Anybody who hangs out with me in the stream is automatically entered. We'll spin the wheel. We'll see who gets an Amazon gift card. Um, you do not have to buy me anything to be entered. Just come hang out in the stream and watch me attempt to paint and play some Mario Kart, and just it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna say it again, you do not have to buy me anything for my birthday. But it's gonna be fun. Come hang out, giveaway, painting. Taylor, hey. Yeah, we're gonna be hanging out. All right, last color. This is that yawn brilliant. Yep. So we just gonna be hanging out. Bring some snacks. Like I said, it's gonna be a long one. You don't have to stay the whole 6 hours, because I don't even know if I'm gonna last 6 hours. I'm gonna aim for 6 hours. That's the goal, but you don't have to stay that long. I know life be lifing. Do not think you have to sit in this stream for 6 hours. Take a break, stretch, etc. I'll probably do a community post with times and all that fun stuff. This color went down nicely. Yeah, so it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have so much fun. Now, I'm praying that my voice lasts throughout the entire stream, because I've been fighting with it for months now, so we'll see. I'm not coughing as much. The cough is still there. I'm just not coughing as much finally. So just a heads up for that. I'm kind of over the mute button, so just be forewarned. You probably are going to hear me cough a few times. If that's something you don't like, then you don't have to come. I don't want to hear, oh, she coughing all in the microphone. Yes. I've been having this cough for 2 months. If you know, you know. But it's still going to be fun. All right, we're going to let this dry. Now we have officially swatched all of the colors for my acrylic gouache for now. Like I said, I have colors on the way from Jerry's. That's supposed to come today. It says it's out for delivery. I know it's not going to be here by the time I leave, so it should be here when I come back home. Hopefully. So we'll have that to open, and then we'll have the nice mystery box that came last night. I was watching, I think I was in Bellatini's live, and the box showed up at my door. I was like, oh. I know where the box came from. I just don't know what's in it. But we'll find out. Okay. This one is nice. I like this one. It laid down nice and smooth, too. Okay. This poor little pen, I know, is probably like almost little to nothing left in here. Yeah. It's struggling, but it's okay. All right, that's the last one. Okay, so quick recap. And then honestly, no, that wouldn't have went with the pinks or the oranges. Yeah, so that's kind of like a category of its own. Um, it doesn't even really go with this one either. Hi, Brittany Daniels. So, yeah, I'm going to leave that one in like a category of its own because I'm sure there are like other peaches and stuff like that floating out and around there somewhere in the world. So, uh, I guess I can put it here for now. But so we got our purples, which was really cool. We, what is that? Okay. And then we have our dark reds. And then our reds, which this one is seems like an orangey red or like a brownish red or something. And then we have that Jaune Brilliant one. We got our pinks. My one lonely little orange. And our yellows. Our browns or neutrals, I guess is what they're called technically. Got 2 swatches of those. Our greens. I love this green and this green. That felt really, this one feels thick. It's only one though. We got 2 swatches of greens. Then we have our blue, which we have 3 of. This one I kind of picked up the wrong swatch, so it's a little shorter than the others, but that's okay. I like this blue. My one lonely little gray. And my 2 blacks. I didn't swatch any of the whites. It didn't make any sense to me to swatch the whites, so I didn't swatch them. It's smart to do the swatches as and see how they fit. Yeah, because I don't be knowing what color to pick up. Like, I know what color I want, but sometimes it's not the color I want. So, I just have now my regular gouache to do and whatever paint decides to come floating in my mailbox or doorstep. Not really mailbox because the mailboxes are non-operational at the moment. So doorstep, more like it. I was thinking I wanted to do, Lord, this one because I wanted to play around with like light because he has like the lantern and there's like little glow bugs around. So I was thinking of doing that one on some watercolor paper. This one is also an option because they're like standing in front of this vending machine. So I know the light is going to be kind of interesting on this one. I know you can't really see it because it's just a pencil sketch, but they're standing in front of the vending machine, so the light from the vending machine would be kind of cool to do. I haven't really figured it out yet. I don't really know. This one technically too, because she's playing with the glow bugs here. So that would probably be easier. To try to test playing around with light. And then the one that I was working on, where they're in this like abandoned laboratory, this would be kind of cool to play around with like dark colors because it's a bit dark in here and I could see like the dark water that the tadpole fish is in. And don't ask me what a tadpole fish is, okay? I just kind of was like, oh, this fish looks like a tadpole, and then I made him a tadpole, but then I was like, How is he a tadpole? And I gave him fins, and so he's a tadpole fish. We're not gonna question it, but um, that would be kind of cool to have like just like because she has like the glow bugs and the lantern here, so it'll be like a faint kind of like light, but everything else will be dark. I have no idea how to execute any of that, but um, when I get a watercolor sketchbook, that's where the practice for that kind of stuff is gonna come in at. Um, and then this one over here, they're still in the abandoned laboratory. This one here, I was thinking of like making these like hologram jellyfish that are kind of just floating around. So it would be kind of light there. Right, I'm not sure what that thing is, but hey, um, and spoiler alert, this is where they find our little friend. If anyone has been around since the beginning, you remember our no name friend, um, who still doesn't have a name. But this is where they find him. And this is kind of where I stopped because then I got really busy at work. But look, we only have a little bit left. So it's time to get a new sketchbook. Because what I kind of don't want to do is run. Oh, I guess I don't count that page. I don't want to run out and then don't have a sketchbook in hand ready. So lots of things I need to get. But um, I'm taking it with me. I don't leave my sketchbook at home. I did it once and was losing it. So um, this will be going with me today. But almost there. And then I got some stickers. So stickers will be going on my new one. And hopefully they stay down because I had to put some tape on this one because it was like coming up. And I had to like apply some tape to it while I was at work. It's a little ghetto, but I didn't want to like take the sticker off because I wanted to keep the sticker. So I was like, well, I'm gonna need some tape or something. So that's how that went. But I'll do like a video where I am probably when I get my new sketchbook, we'll decorate it with stickers back and front. That's usually how I do it. I still don't know what size I want yet. Um, I'm kind of deciding between another square or the 7x10. Ooh, that's not the right size. Is it? Yeah, I think it's 7x10, something like that. Um, Nobody has to dwell on the tape, right? I'm like, it's fine. I didn't want to lose my Harry Potter sticker, so I was like, it's fine. I probably could have went with a smaller piece of tape, but that was all we had at work. Was like the big roll, like the industrial roll tape, and I'm like, okay, sure. Um, but it's fine. None of my other stickers are peeling up though, and these are all Temu stickers except for this one. These two are not Temu stickers, and I believe this one is not. But the Temu stickers are holding up nicely. Um, this one is also not. This is my sticker. I made a little Deku kid from Zelda. Hi, Christina. And this is not. This isn't either, but my Lisa Frank stickers are kind of trash. I think I got them from Five Below, but they're coming. They all peel up. I'm gonna end up having to take that off. Um, and this one I got from an Alaska agent. I had this one on my other sketchbook that was lost, and I was really sad. And she actually had another one, so she gave me another one. Um, it's getting a little beat up, but that's okay. But they're all holding up. Oh, this one isn't either. I got this when I bought a new water bottle. It came with it. So yeah, once I finish it, which if you look, we're almost there. We got this little tiny piece right here. Um, I'll write sketchbook version 1.1. Yes, 1.1, not 1, because this is the replacement for the one that got lost / stolen. Oh, you're fine, Christina. No worries. The replay will be up. I'm actually about to get off of here soon. Um, I came a little bit early. so I can finish swatching. Um, I also think it's craft glue. See, I thought about doing glue, but I was like, if it comes up again, then everything's gonna get stuck to it, and my sketchbook is gonna be gross, and I'm gonna be annoyed. I'm not even gonna want to finish it, and I'm so close. So I just stuck some tape on there, but I'm excited. I just have this little piece left. That's probably like what, 20 pages, and that's it. And then I'll do a I might put the sketchbook tour on my art channel. I do have a separate art channel that I need to be really focused on building, but yes, I left it on the back of the car, and which was my fault. And we drove off, and we went back for it, and it was already gone. Someone had already picked it up, and they haven't returned it yet. And all my sketchbooks have like um my info in it, which I have covered here because it has like my phone number, and I don't want that all over YouTube. But if it gets lost, then they can return it, and they did not return it. And it's a bit annoying because I know that it was an employee because it happened in the employee parking lot. So, but you know, it is what it is. I'd like to say it happens, but I've never heard anything like that happening. But hey. So I'm glad this one's almost done, and I'm gonna get another one, and I'm just gonna keep going. Um, I really would like to have Bo and Miso more well-rounded, and you know, the story fleshed out a little bit more and things like that. But I also want to play and paint, so I'm gonna go through here. But I think I am I'm probably gonna, because you guys have already seen what most of the pages in here looks like. So I think I'm gonna post the sketchbook tour over on my art channel, and then I'll probably just do like a quick version over here. Um, and then you can just watch whichever one you feel like watching. But my art channel is very tiny. It used to be, so I have an art channel. It's called Art by Bubbles, right? And for some reason I can't get into that account. It's not even showing up on my Google accounts list for some reason. So I'm like, okay. So what I did was I turned my gaming channel into my art channel. Well, I'm turning it into my art channel. I haven't completely um, done it yet, but I went over there. I deleted the gaming videos, and because I think I'm just gonna stick to Twitch when I do gaming. So I deleted all the gaming videos, and then I need to work on a banner, which I'll probably do today or tomorrow. And then once the sketchbook's done, I'll post the in-depth sketchbook tour over there. And then over here, I'll just do a flip with like music or something. I don't have the link for that channel, but I changed the name, so it's Art of Bubbles. So ARTOFBUBBLEZ. Mary. Um, I don't even know. Let me see if I can access it, because I don't know what on God's green earth happened to the other one. I mean, it just disappeared. So I was like, okay, well, um, sure. It's all I could say because I wasn't exactly sure what happened. So, um, I'm going to copy, switch back. Yeah, Yuki. Hi, buddy. I see you. Okay. Ow. Okay. Um, yeah. So it happened, and it happened. So that's my art channel that I'm gonna get around to building. Hi, Bellatini. Yeah, I seen you were live. I'm gonna have to watch the replay because I wanted to get these swatches done before work. So I finished the acrylic swatches, and for now anyway, I have my Jerry's package that I have to do on Friday, but we'll do it Friday. Um, so that's the art channel. There's literally nothing over there, but if you want to follow for when I do add things over there, then there's the link. But I'll put the in-depth sketchbook tour, and I mean, I don't know how long it's going to take me to finish 20 pages. It shouldn't take that long, but if I keep doing pages like this, it probably is going to take a little while, probably like the next month or so. Um, but you know, that's just how I'd like, and I had someone tell me like, "Oh, that's not a sketchbook. Sketchbooks are supposed to be messy." Ma'am, this is nowhere near perfected. Like, this is mess. Firstly, don't tell me it's not a sketchbook. It's a sketchbook, okay? And secondly, um, nothing in here is perfect. Now, it might look nice. Some of them, turned out really nice, but they're still not perfect. Um, and I'm not really aiming for perfect, but I mean, if you think it's nice enough to not be a sketchbook, I mean, thank you, but let me tell you, it's a sketchbook. It's random and it's all over the place, and there's notes and scribbles and God knows whatever else is in here. It's a sketchbook. So, that was a whole conversation within itself. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. There's nothing there yet. But I'm working on it, okay? Like, that one's gonna be like just straight art. There's gonna be no coloring over there. But over here is like a hodgepodge of everything: coloring, art, gaming. So, if you want strictly art, that's the place to go. Art supplies and paints and you name it. I want to do um, I want to go through my supplies and kind of pick out like my main supplies, which I think I did a good job. Like, I have the watercolors that I like using out, my gouache is out, my acrylic wash is out, my pencils are out, my alcohol markers. Everything else that I don't really use, I put it in a box or I gave it away. Um, so I think I can do like an art supply tour peacefully without having to go through a million things. Um, and I probably, because I don't use my color pencils or my alcohol markers for like my art, um, it's mostly paint and paint markers and, you know, whatever tools I got in my pencil pouch. So I'll probably do like a pencil pouch tour or something like that because I got a bunch of random stuff in there. But it'll just be strictly art stuff over there. Just FYI. Thanks for everyone that went and subbed. But yeah, so and I did do I did mostly done with this one as far as color goes. I just need to add in some more of the shading and stuff like that. It looks a little flat right now compared to like this other one where it's like the shading and everything is somewhat done. But um I decided, because I was like, I want to go back and add color, which I am, but I'm not going to do it on like every page, like everything, because I'm like, all right, it's already done. I kind of don't want to go backwards too much. So like certain things I'm going to add color to, like I want to finish this page and this page for sure. I may or may not do these. We'll see. But I did this one in watercolor, except for his clothes. I mean, his shirt, I did with paint marker, but everything else is watercolor. Um, yes, I am. I am. No art school here, just me. Uh, I don't really want to go too far back. Like, this page doesn't have any color, so I do want to add some color on this page because it's looking bland. And the perspective of this pier is so far off, it's ridiculous, but it's okay. I still want to add some color to the pages that don't have any. Like this one, I want to do. Um, this one I might, because it feels weird to have color on this side and not this side. But some of these I feel like they don't really need any color. I mean, I'm just gonna leave them in sketches. But going forward, if I go forward, like these two I've already, that was like mermaid. I don't really want to add any color, but like I do want to add color to this and this. I know you guys can't really see it, but there are sketches here that I feel like needs color. Um like this one for sure. And maybe this one, I'm not sure. I don't even know if that's the cover I'm gonna go with. But like these I want to add um color to. And I did this one with gouache, regular gouache. Um, except for them, their paint marker, but everything else was gouache. And I want to finish these. This was also gouache. This page was tough. I don't know why I struggled so hard with that. I don't know if I was using a paintbrush that was too big, but I do like the way I faded out his ear a bit. But going forward, like these pages I want colored, and it's going to take a while because the coloring takes a long time. Um, no, I used regular gouache on this one. I know, shocking, right? Regular gouache, regular gouache on that one and this one. Um, I didn't fight as much with this one because I did it like in my style where I just blocked in the color. But for this one, I was trying to be fancy and do shading and blending or whatever I call myself trying to do. And I fought hard for this one. Um and I like the way it turned out. It turned out cute. I really like the way I shaded him, like his skin. Um I struggled with that boot for some reason. I don't know why that boot was so hard to color. But yeah, that was me. I was like, I'm gonna get this gouache stuff. And then I start struggling again here, but you know, I do want to finish coloring these pages. Especially like when we get like this page. I can't wait to see this page color. It's gonna be fun. But yeah, it was hard. I fought so hard and I was like, listen, I'm gonna at least finish this one. And I ended up, even though it wasn't my style, I finished it. I was like, I'm gonna finish it at the very least. Cause it was, I could have just, blocked in the color and did it like I normally do it. But I was like, let me try something different. And it's cute. I thought it was kind of cute. But I still don't know if it's my style. Cause I did something similar towards the front. And like this was gouache. I believe this was regular gouache as well. His little toy. And this was also regular gouache. Um, and these was those godforsaken Ohuhu paper markers that's supposed to be easy on paper, and it was like low-key ripping up my sketchbook. It turned out cute, but mm-mm. I don't like those markers. This one's like a mix. This was gouache, acrylic gouache, and paint marker and random stuff, but it turned out cool, I think, even though it was a little random. It's not even all the way finished, but for what it is, it turned out okay. And then I believe this one, I can't remember if this was gouache or watercolor. I don't know, but I like the way it turned out even though it's not my style. I still like the way it turned out. Um, it's like you can see that the paint marker thing is the blockiness and blocking in the color is normally my thing. This one was gouache. I outlined them in paint marker and I hate that I did it, but I like the background. I think I did okay with the clouds. I did it backwards though. I think this was supposed to be blue but anyway, it's okay. learning process. But I still think I prefer, this was also gouache. Um, so I kind of play around with it, but I do a little bit better with acrylic gouache for some reason. And I know they're kind of the same, but for some reason I struggle with regular gouache and not the acrylic gouache. And I think it's just because the regular gouache doesn't look like, I can't really get it to look the way I want it to. And it could also be the paper. You know, this is not exactly paper for paint, but you know, this was all paint marker, this one. Yeah. So, I like both though. I mean, I did the paint marker without the black outline and I like the way that turned out too. So, I need to figure out, and I really like the way it looks when I put the black outline on it. But I need to, like, I think for my, when I make it into an actual story, um I think I'm going to go with this style where it's just got those blocked in colors and with the black outline. And then for like just prints and stuff like that, I might do it that way too, because the prints with the black outline are a little bit more popular than the other prints. So I think regardless of on what medium I use, I think I'm gonna add that black outline, because that seems to be a fan favorite so far. I have a small little group of fans at work. It's so wonderful, but yeah, exactly. We have to like our own work, and sometimes that's hard too because you'll have something in mind, and if it doesn't turn out the way it turned out in your mind, it's very easy to be like, oh no, I'm gonna erase it or throw it away or start over because it didn't turn out, the way you wanted it to. And that happens a lot with me. Like, I'm like, oh, that didn't turn out the way I don't hate it or anything, but a lot of the times it's that didn't turn out the way it was in my head. But sometimes if that happens, I don't hate it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna redraw it later. I'm gonna redo it later when I feel like I'm a little bit more confident in, um, drawing what I'm trying to draw because it didn't turn out like, for example, in the for the abandoned lab, like I sat with this one for so long because I was like, it looked plain because I did bow and then I did, the little whatever that thing is. And then it just looked plain. So I was like, no, I need to learn to add other things around because even though it's an abandoned laboratory, right? It's not just going to be you and this thing in the water. It's going to be other stuff around. So then I had to force myself, okay, well, what do I think would have been in here? And then I had to like think of how to draw those things. And it was like a whole thing. And then once I start thinking like, okay, somebody was doing experiments and doing stuff they shouldn't have. So it's going to be equipment. It's going to be buttons. It's going to be, broken computer screens and random, however, whatever. So as I drew more, it was kind of coming out the way I wanted it to. But then some of them still seem like this one still seems like it. I could have added more, even though she's just sitting against, the wall here, which by the way, it's a little off, but hey, we don't talk about that. But, it's a little plain, but I'm okay with it because if I want to redo it later, I can. Why not? So, um, you've been trying to create a character for years, and you just can't make it. Listen, Miso, and and I'll probably do this on. Remind me on Friday, if you come hang out on Friday, remind me to show you. I gotta find the sketchbook of what he used to look like. He has been through so many different art changes and developments. And at one point, he had actual hair. And um, Miso has been a work in progress for so long, and I'm so happy I finally settled on something that I like. Um, the color and everything. At one point, I thought about making him purple. Another point, I thought of making him gray, and I was like, you know what? Whenever I would sketch him and leave him white, he just would look good with white. So I left him white. It's a process. Um, I don't know anybody who can create a character and let that character be just overnight. Um, so it's his Yuki. He wants to play with his rope. He wants me to throw it across the room. Um, yeah, bring it here. So, you know, it doesn't happen overnight. He definitely did not happen overnight. Um, so, just throw something down on paper. And there's a book by 3D Total Publishing called Character Design, Fundamentals of Character Design. I recommend that book to anybody just to get started, get some ideas, um, you know, get the foundation down at the very least, and then go from there. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna start at 8 o'clock on Friday. Um, Now he's barking at the rope. I'm gonna start at 8 o'clock on Friday, and we're just gonna do a hodgepodge of stuff. So we're gonna be, you know, going through sketchbook stuff. We're gonna be painting. I'm gonna be opening gifts. We're gonna play my Nintendo Switch 2. Um, I can show you guys some of my old art if you want to see that. It's hideous, but we can go through it. It's fun. I like looking back at my old sketchbooks because I look and be like, yeah, I'm glad I am learning and things are changing because that is not what I had in mind when I drew it, but I put it down on paper anyway because it helped further develop my characters. So, um, and I just enjoy drawing these two so much. I need to flesh out the world a little bit more. Like, I know what his grandpa and her dad looks like. I've got them mostly fleshed out. Their friends are pretty fleshed out, though they don't show up much in the story because it's really Miso and Bo that's going through what's happening in this world. So, and then we got the water princess. I keep saying ice princess, water. She's a water princess. But I just keep going and going and going and going to the point where I'm almost done with my sketchbook and desperately need to order another one before I forget. So, um, I will probably be back tomorrow before work, depending on how work goes today. If it's chaotic, then probably not. Um, and then in that case, I won't see you guys Wednesday or Thursday because I'm doing the 6 hour stream on Friday. So, um, Wednesday, I'm picking up my Switch, so you will not hear from me Wednesday. And Thursday, I'm going to be playing it, so you won't hear from me Thursday. So, Friday at 8 a.m., my time, PST, that's when I'm going to start this stream that hopefully we'll see if it lasts 6 hours. We'll try for it. And if not, then we'll just go until we all get tired. And there's also going to be a giveaway. So it'll be fun, you know. So I'll see you guys then. And for anyone coming in or watching this back later, because someone already said it, they was like, it's your birthday. Why are you doing a giveaway? Because you guys are taking time out of your day to come hang out with me on my birthday. So why not? That's why. Okay. So that out of the way. And it'll probably just be like an Amazon, $20 gift card or something like that. Just, that way you can get what you want or put it towards something that you want or however, whatever. And, we'll do a spin the wheel style. Um, Anybody that's there in the chat at the time, you know, uh, I'll put your names in and we'll spin like we always do. And that'll be that. So we'll just have some hangout time, and I'm excited. I am super excited for the Switch 2. I cannot wait to get my hands on that thing. 2 more days. So, we got grab bags at birthday parties and exactly, right? Yeah, I know. You told me Luna's is on the 10th. Yep, I remember. Lots of June birthdays. Lots of June birthdays. Yeah, so the giveaway will kind of be like a little grab bag for whoever wins it, right? So, and I don't know, maybe we'll do like we'll design like a maybe like we'll do another birthday ATC card or something, and we will do a giveaway for that. Oh yeah, that's definitely on my list too. The new Switch movie, I heard it's pretty good. I've not seen it yet. I might make it a mission to see it while I'm off for vacation. That'll be another thing. My stickers. Oh, you guys. Okay, we can do that. I can do a giveaway for the stickers. They are also supposed to be coming today. If they're here by Friday, absolutely. We can do a giveaway for that. Um, I designed 2 stickers, so we'll do a giveaway for each one of each. How about that? Or 2 of each. So we'll do, because I mean, it's going to be 6 hours, so we can like spread the giveaway out. So we can do um, a giveaway for the stickers. So I have 2 different designs. So the giveaway winners will get one of each design, and I'll do that twice. And then we'll design an ATC, a birthday ATC, and we'll do 1 or 2 of that one. So that'll be 4. And then for the last giveaway, we'll do the Amazon gift card. That works for me. I'm down for that. I did design the envelope for the trading card packs. So the trading cards, if you buy a pack, they're not up on the shop yet, but if you buy a pack, you get 4, and it's random. And I'm going to put them in here. It's going to be sealed. So it'll be just like you opening a pack of trading cards, and they'll be in the envelope type of thing. I just did like a little, designed a little sticker, printed it, and cut it out and put it on there. It's me, so. So, yeah. So, we'll do that. And that'll work. You want to see? Yeah. Um, they're not all colored, and I don't have all of them on here, but I can show you the ones I've got so far. So, um, these are some old. These 2 are some older ones. This is like when I first started talking about them on my channel. Miso definitely looks different. Uh, and then we have the water princess. Jesus. I changed her color. She's actually more of this color now. And we have these. And so these will all be available to be randomly pulled in a pack, except for this one, because this one is only available during the month of his birthday. So bonus points for anyone who remembers when his birthday is. But so, and this one's not available. This is only for my Ko-fi members. But anyone that's not like a special one is available for you to pull in the pack. Um, this one was like a giveaway for the um, contest I did for the ATC card. For people, they had to make one. Um, and I spun the wheel. That was a thing. This is a kind of like a collaboration with Mongo Studio. This is her character Pepper. I love him to death, so I drew him in my style. Um, and we did like a character swap thing. So we had to pick a character from each artist. So she picked one of my characters, I picked one of hers, and we had to draw them together. So I picked Pepper because I feel like he would be like really good friends with Miso. If you don't know who Mongo Studio is, check her out on YouTube. Um, but so I love her character Pepper. So I drew them together, and she did the exact same. Funny, she picked Miso and drew him with Pepper, and it was so cute. She drew them. I wonder if I can find it. I don't think I can pull it up on here because I think it's on Instagram, and Instagram acts a little weird when it comes to my tablet unless I just have the pictures somewhere. If I was smart, I saved it in my photos, but no promises. Um, it was really cute. She drew them. They were just hanging out. Oh, I did. Oh, I'm so awesome. I saved it. Okay, here, look. So she drew them together, and she drew Pepper and Miso in her style. And look at Pepper. Isn't he just so adorable? And they're like eating a sandwich, like just too cute. So she and I did there I had did a different sketch of them, and I spilled Five Below alcohol marker ink all over it. So I redid it, and then I made it into a whatchamacallit, a trading card. And some of them have like little shiny stuff on it. So this one's not available because don't I did not get her permission to like give, it out with her character on it. So that's just like a me thing. And then these aren't colored yet, but those are a thing. And then this is like a really old one that I was trying to see um what this is like from a company or something, and they took the art and put it on there for me. It's a little small, so but yeah. So I did this is the Summer Festival 2025. Um it's possible to pull these in a pack, and this is like a double one, so they kind of, if you put them together, they go together. And then there is the other two for the Summer Festival, and then I have two more that's not colored. And then I have some in my sketchbook that I've, been working on, but I haven't put them on a card yet. Um, I did like this one is the latest one of him fighting those desert things. Don't have names for them yet. But and this one. This is the night market one, but I'm not quite finished with it yet. So I do trading cards as I go. Like I want to do one probably right here or over here somewhere for the abandoned lab. Um yeah, so that's pretty much it. I've been working trying to figure it out. Let's see. What's the best way to give motivation when attempting to draw? Yuna refuses. Does she like drawing? If she likes it, just give her a sketchbook, and if she wants to draw, she will draw. If it's her thing, if you try to force it on her and keep telling her to, she's gonna be reluctant to do it. She won't do it. Um, when I was younger, I love drawing. I've always loved drawing, but sometimes my mom, she would come with like random art contest, and or she would come and ask me to draw something that wasn't really like my style or anything, and I didn't really want to do it because it wasn't something, but she would try to like, oh yeah, did you finish it? Did you do that? Why won't you? And I'm like, well, you got to let her, you know, kind of give her the sketchbook, right? And tell her, okay, this is your sketchbook. You draw what you want to draw in it, and you don't have to show it to anybody. Most people won't even ask to look in your sketchbook because they already know it's like a personal thing. So get her a sketchbook, let her know, okay, the only one that will see what's in here is you, unless you want to share it. So you can put your bad art in here, your good art, you know, your amazing art, your terrible art, whatever you want to draw, you put it in this book. And you can decide to, make it look better. If you feel like it's not good enough, draw it again. Draw it until you feel like it looks better. You know, um, that's a fight that she's kind of always going to have. Uh, because, I mean, me as an adult, I still even have that fight. I'll draw something and be like, nah, I don't like the way that looks. That doesn't look right. That didn't come out right at all. It's gonna be a fight that, it's I hate to say it, but sometimes it's like our art's never gonna be good enough for ourselves. And that's kind of a good thing. I like that because I can look at something, and the fact that she can look at something and feel like, and it's not that it's not good, it's that it could just simply be, oh, the proportions are off or something doesn't look right. And she can identify that. That's good. Because if you can look at your art and be like, okay, that's off. It's not that it's terrible. It's just something went wrong somewhere. And if she can already identify it, that's a good thing because she now knows, okay, the next time I draw this, I remember I drew the arms weird. I'm going to try to draw them better. Because that happens to me sometimes. I drew one of Bo and her head was like really big and I didn't realize it till afterwards. And I was like, I said, her head's kind of big. Something ain't right here. And I was like, okay, I'm going to have to remember that for next time because she looks like a bobblehead. And, so it's good that she identifies. There's nothing wrong with that. But get her a sketchbook and, don't go sneaking into it. Don't ask her about it. Don't ask her if she's drawn anything in it. Don't ask her anything. Just get it. When you give it to her, just tell her, this is your sketchbook. This is where you can put your drawings if you want to draw. You don't have to draw. You don't have to draw every day. You can decide not to draw at all. But if you want to draw, you put them in here. The only person that's going to see it is you. If anybody asks you to see it, and if you're not comfortable with it, I'm sorry, I'm not comfortable sharing my art. Simple. Most people will respect that. And that's it. Don't ask her where it is. Don't ask her if she's drawn in it. Don't ask her if she likes it. Don't ask her anything. She will come to you and tell you. She will come to you and show you. She will come to you and, let it be. To match, if she likes drawing people, characters, whatever, once again, that book by 3D Publishing, Fundamentals of Character Design, throw one of those in there. How old is Luna? How old is she turning? If she's old enough, get her the book. Tell her, you can practice copying the drawings out of this book. If she likes drawing animals, they've got one for animals too. So, you know, they have like how to draw videos for kids on YouTube. She can follow along with that. You can give her pointers, like if she comes and she's like, oh, I want to draw a tiger. I don't know how to draw a tiger. Look up YouTube, how to draw a tiger, easy. Boom. Do I have a link? I can get one. Let me see. Hi, Yuki. I actually have the do I have the book nearby? Hey, don't jump. I don't have it nearby. Question mark? Let me see. It might be. I don't think I have it nearby. I do, but I don't. And because time is a factor, I'm just going to pull it up on Amazon. 11 tools of ba, ba, ba. Let me see. I'm doing this from my tablet, so I'm trying to find the little share button. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Hang on. Okay. See, yeah, if she comes to you for advice, that's a good thing. But that's the one for the character design. But nope, there you go, Bellatini. I found it. Um, that's the one for the character design. But they have others. They have So this is the character design one. And so that's what it's gonna look like. But they have one for that's the fundamentals. And then they have one for creating stylized animals. So that's the animal one. I have that one too. They also have one for creating stylized characters. I also have that one as well. I would like to get this one, which I need to add to my list because I would love this one, How to Be a Children's Book Illustrator. Look at those, look at these little, that's too cute. But yeah, I don't know what's in it, but I know like sometimes I think they talk about like composition and stuff, and that's something that I really need to kind of I need to just Lord knows I need to add that to my list because composition is something I struggle a little bit with, a lot. I struggle a lot with it, not a little bit, a lot. And but like I don't want to say I'm getting the hang of it, but I'm getting more comfortable. Like for this one example, I had like, he's kind of, it's just, I like making where you can look at each one and tell what's going on. If as long as someone can tell kind of what's going on or get the vibe from what's going on, I'm okay with it. Like this one, something's off about this one because if I theoretically think about it, if he walks closer to that thing, he might be taller than it. I think I made him too big. I don't know, but you can still look at this and you can tell like, okay, they're setting up for a market or whatever. As long as, you can look at it, but then, things like color and stuff like that is going to be important. And I think that's what's in that children's book thing. So I think I'm going to add that to my list and get that at some point too. But the 3D Total Publishing, their books are really, really good. So check those out. For Luna, start with the fundamentals one and maybe the stylized animals one. But they're both really good. I will, in depth, I think if I'm not mistaken, I think I have a flip of at least that one on my channel. At the very least, I think I have a flip of that one. I might have a flip of all of them, but I know at the very least I have a flip through of that one. And I guess, let me see, are they in this box? Because if they're in this box, I can do like a quick. I also have some, they're also by 3D Total Publishing, but I have like these sketching from the imagination type of books where they just have like things from other artists and they talk about it. This might be a little bit too advanced for her, but Um, that's also a good option. But I was trying to see if my 3D Total Publishing books were nearby, but they might be in a different book or something. Box, I mean. Because when I was boxing this stuff up, I wasn't actually doing it by specific books or anything. I think I see them, and I think they're on the box. Okay, let me see. Hold on, guys. Bear with me. I think the other one is like at the bottom. I'm just putting things back so they don't get all bent up. Trying to anyway. Okay. Okay. All right. You stop to try to type up an email to two. Wait, what? Okay. Do I enjoy the that's tough. I think sometimes I'd like to say I enjoy the coloring process more, but I think I might enjoy the drawing process a little bit more. Just mainly because I don't really have a grasp on colors yet. Um as far as like making it look the way I 100% want it to look. I'm not there yet. So I think I enjoy the sketching process more. I do enjoy the painting and the coloring process, but definitely the sketching part. All right, so here's the stuff that's in the book. So they tells you what it is. It's this is like it doesn't get any I don't want to say easier, but they break it down so easy. And they tell you about research and the principles and so on and so forth. Yeah, I'm definitely more confident in scribbling something down on there. And but honestly, I used to be scared to even put color on my sketches. Now I'm comfortable with putting the color down. But sometimes because I don't really map out the colors before I put them down, sometimes they don't turn out the way I want them to. But I'm not so scared of putting the color down now, if that makes any sense. Because this sketchbook has more color in it than any of my others, that's for sure. Yeah, so this goes about, figure design and poses and expressions and the different ages of characters that you can do, so on and so forth, how to put it together and what it looks like in the different shapes. Obviously, like you don't have to have all the same. You guys ever watch like those YouTube art videos, and art people, don't come after me, but you know how they all draw those pretty girls and they all have the same body shape and the same kind of like look and face expression. And this, like, I like this because they show you characters of like different shapes and sizes, and it's not all just like legitimately the girls that look like this or the ones that look like this. They don't, they show you different body sizes and stuff, and um, the construction of it and so on and so forth. They show you all that. It's not just those pretty girl whatever. I don't even know, there's a name for that type of stuff, but I don't, you know, it's not all just that. um but they talk about silhouettes and things like that in here, and I love this book. Sometimes I go back to it for like references. um like they talk about like, here's like different poses, and they give you like a little library of different poses you can practice, which I probably should try practicing some of these poses. Sometimes my poses be a little off, but it's there. You know, you can come and reference it and look at it and try to draw some of these poses for yourself. And they have the same thing with how to draw the head and the shapes, but they also have an expressions library. So it's like different face expressions um, to practice, and so on and so forth. And then they have like the different ages. Like, you get a lot in this book. And they give you a lot. This is like them with like different accessories, so it's not just the character standing there. They got different stuff in their hands. And they show you how to put it all together, how they interact with multiple things going on, and then at the end they show you like an example of, it's a really good book, and it's, I think it's pretty kid friendly too. What pencils do I use? What do you mean, like my sketching pencil? And then this one is like you know, assuming you kind of know the fundamentals already, so they, you know, they go over it a little bit, the fundamentals. But the main point of this is stylizing characters. And they go over a little bit of color theory, so you know what colors to use for your characters, and you know how to stylize them, how to research it, how to practice different colors and shapes and sizes and characteristics and blah 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 blah. And then this is theoretically the same thing as this one, but for animals. So you have like stuff. Oh my gosh, look at that little cat. Well, he's not little, but look at him. How cute. But yeah, there's, you know, same thing with this one, but for animals. So these three would be a good place to start. There are full flips, I believe, on my channel somewhere. Don't ask me where. I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember if it was a live or if it was like an actual video. It might have been a video. Whoops. My main sketching pencil is the Uni Kuratoga. I don't know if you can see it very well. And I use, for drawing lead, I use the also Uni, but I use the smudge proof lead 0.5. I know this whole thing is not in English, but I promise that's what it is. And I use the size 4H, which is the lighter, harder pencil type. I don't like using the dark, soft pencil lead, so that's what I use. But yeah. Garfield, yeah, it did look like Garfield, didn't it? Yeah, it's a good book. You know, make sure she's got, and I know if she's really into art, don't, and I know there's going to be a bunch of artists that's going to come after me for this, but don't just go and get her any kind of pencil, any kind of, you know what I mean? Because um, if she really likes it, then get her something that's going to last. Get her things that aren't going to break. Make sure she's got, you know, a good pencil, a good, um, I call them pencil erasers or eraser pens. I don't know what the actual name of it is, but those things where the whole thing is an eraser, get her one of those. Definitely get her a Tombow Mono black plastic eraser or white. I prefer the black ones. Um, and a ruler to start. If she likes lining her work, get her a good liner. It doesn't have to be Copic. Oh, has some really good ones. Um, you know, at the very least, it doesn't have to be super, super expensive, but please don't get her anything cheap, cheap, cheap. If you can, you know, afford to get her something better than cheap, 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 please do so. I mean, if you can't, then you can't, you know, then she works with what she got. But if she doesn't like lead pencils, Uni and Tombow makes, all right, I don't know where my Tombow one is. It's in here somewhere. They make good, and this is the Tombow Mono one, and this is the Mitsubishi Uni. And again, I like the harder leads, so I have 3H and 9H, but there's a whole range of these things. If she doesn't like lead pencils, I prefer lead pencils, but everybody's different. She's just gonna have to find what she likes, what she will as she gets older. So, you know, she has some that she specifically picked out. Well, there you, yeah, see. But yeah, I mean, we'll talk more if you guys want to hear more. We'll talk more on Friday. Um, about, you know, we'll go through some art stuff. I'm gonna try and post some things on my art channel. And my art channel, I'm gonna try to make kid friendly. So if Yuna wants to check it out, she can. I'm gonna try to not talk about work over there because that will definitely make it not kid friendly. So I'm gonna attempt to keep it, you know, kid friendly over there. I don't really curse, so that's not an issue. Uh, as long as I don't talk about work, and I really don't curse on YouTube anyway. Not really. Every now and then, you'll get a slip, but that's rare. So, but the art channel is gonna be kid friendly, so won't be no cursing or anything like that over there. This channel is not kid friendly because I be going off about work. So, but the other one, on the other hand, gonna keep that one pretty pure. So that's it. I better go finish getting ready for work, and I'll see you guys either tomorrow before work or whatchamacallit, or Friday. And that'll be the next time you see me if you don't see me tomorrow. Because when I come home tomorrow from work, Wednesday, gonna go washing and getting all the errands and whatever else it is out of the way. And then I'll be picking up my Switch, and you really won't be hearing from me Thursday because I'll be glued. So I'll see you guys Friday. And again, if anyone has sent anything and you want me, or, you know, and it comes before Friday and you want me to say where it came from, then let me know. Otherwise, I'm not saying where anything came from. I'm going to be a little hush bird. You found a website that turns YouTube videos, specifically video tutorials, into... Oh, that's kind of cool. All right, guys. I'm going to head out of here so I can finish getting ready. Thanks for coming to hang out. Bellatini, I'm glad you finally caught a live. Y'all know you've been trying to catch one. Um, I usually stream Wednesdays and Thursdays. Except this week's gonna be different because I'm gonna be doing that 6-hour stream. So no stream Wednesday, no stream Thursday. But usually it's Wednesday and Thursday. Uh, evening, afternoon. I'm sorry, afternoon. Usually like um around 12, 1 o'clock my time, PST. All right, I'm gonna head out. Bye, guys. See you Friday.